Today I'm making some upgrades to a newly placed Pokémon vending machine at Gravity Vault in Flemington, New Jersey. So I didn't get a chance to do this before I delivered it, so I'm doing it now to show you what upgrades I actually like to make for these machines. So I try to look for any slots that a card pack could get stuck. So right up here, the seam between the divider and the wall, I put electric tape over so that one of the thinner foreign packs can't get wedged in there on its way down. So you can see how that covers up that seam. Now these hard surfaces I actually cover with foam. Now there's two different thicknesses. I use a thicker foam on the bottom and then a thinner foam on those little side diverters. So first I'm just cutting a piece to place, making sure it fits, cutting a little notch out of it to line it up and make sure the door still works. And then I place that, and that's going to go under the mat that comes with the machine. Now I do the other thing to the side. I usually rust through this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do need to make sure that you avoid affecting the operation of the door. So if you can see there, now with that mat on top, we've got a much better surface for the packs to land. Now for these side diverters, the way I arrange my machines, it's not as big of a deal because they're centered, so there's a little bit more of a gap from these side areas. But again, I like to put foam there just to make sure everything is nice and soft for when the packs end up on the side of the machine. But you do need to cover the top edge because it can get stuck there. So I do add electrical tape to the top to make a nicer seam, or I just use a longer piece of foam that goes all the way up. I've done it different ways, but here I'm just using the tape. So now I've got the tape there. That's going to go ahead and keep that foam nice and sealed up against the edge. And now I'm doing the same thing to the other side. Again, the foam's not that expensive. I do have links to the foam and also the smart plug that I use at the end of the machine. So you can take a look at those and you can get those directly from Amazon just like I did. Again, I use the thicker foam on the bottom and the thinner foam on the sides. You do have to be careful because when you pull out the bottom tray, it needs clearance. But here's the smart plug. Now these smart plugs I use to make sure I can put the machines on timers, so I'm not wasting any electricity when this door is closed. They hook up to Wi-Fi just like the machine. Then I have one dashboard that I use to monitor them. And I can power cycle them if needed. If there's trouble with the credit card, sometimes that's the best way to fix it, is just turn the machine off for 2 minutes and then turn it back on. And I can do that no matter where I'm at with these smart plugs. So here's some upgrades I made to my brand new machine at Gravity Vault in Flemington. Hope you enjoy.